Udonis Haslem has played 20 seasons in the NBA, and today I'm going to give him +1 overall for every season played, making him a 90 overall. This season, he has scored 3 points and grabbed 3 rebounds. 3 plus 3 is 6, so we're going to put him down to 36 and put his peak start age at 36 and his peak end age at 41. Year 1, he was nowhere to be found on the All-Star team, and his numbers were kind of mid, so I'm going to upgrade his shot tendency and also his touch tendency, so hopefully by the end of the season, he's putting up some better numbers. Also, if you do go on to enjoy this video, I'd really appreciate if you consider subscribing. Less than 3% of you all who watch my videos are subscribed. Anyways, let's get into the playoffs. We easily take down the Bulls in round 1, and in round 2, we've got Milwaukee. We're able to win that one, and we're already on to the conference finals. Udonis Haslem is playing better in the playoffs as a result of his higher shot tendency. He's putting up bigger numbers. In the conference finals, we've got the Cavs. We're able to sweep them to move on to the NBA Finals against Zion and the Pelicans. The start of the series was back and forth, but by the end, the Pelicans got the best of us. They won in 6, and CJ McCollum was Finals MVP. UD had a good finals series, though. He put up some pretty solid numbers. Moving on into the offseason, we're going to make sure UD is a Heat lifer, and remember, he's going to get +1 overall for every season played. He's also had some natural progression, and we're going to add another overall, so he's a 93, the best on the team. And this year, he is an all-star, averaging about 15 and 10 on the season. We've got Chicago once again in round 1, but this time it goes to game 7. We're able to barely pull it out by 9 points, and Udonis Haslem had 14 and 10 in this one, a pretty solid performance for him. He's putting up some good playoff numbers. We've got another game 7 in the next round against Atlanta. It's again close, but we're able to clutch out an overtime win. In this win, Tyler Hero had a triple-double and UD had 18. In the conference finals, we've got the Boston Celtics. It's a back and forth series at the start, but we played well at the end of the series and won in 6. We've got Ja and the Grizzlies in the finals, and after a tough run to make it here, we ended up getting swept. Back-to-back finals appearances, but no championship for UD. He played really well in the finals. UD is now 38 years old. He's a 94 overall, and we're going to up him to a 95. We're going to make sure his shot tendency is higher, and also that he's getting more touches. That way, hopefully we can see a better statistical season from him. At the All-Star break, he is putting up improved numbers, and despite that, we fell off. We were much better before, but guys are getting older and the team continues to get worse, and as a result of that, we got to fight through the play-in. Luckily, we were at least able to get a playoff spot, and we had a back and forth series with Charlotte that went to game 7, but we weren't able to win it. We lost by 12. UD, he kind of struggled in this one, and hopefully we can pick things up because this was a rough year. He's up to a 96 overall, and he's going to get that +1 overall for another season played, making him a 97. He's nearing that 99 overall club, so I'm going to up his shot tendency and his touch tendency. As a result of this, he is having a career year and he's an all-star starter. Our roster looks pretty solid, honestly, but we're really bad. We only won 32 games on the season, and we didn't even make the playoffs. Heading into player progression, we see more regression from some of our guys, but UD is a 99. His numbers are a bit down, but it was still enough for us to get back to the playoffs. In the NBA playoffs, we had a back and forth series with Brooklyn that we ended up losing in 6. UD put up great numbers, and now he's 41 years old going into this next season at a 99 overall. He makes all defensive first team at 41, but again, we're out of the playoffs. We desperately need a big offseason move because I can only override UD's retirement once, so we've got to make this happen, and we've got to do it now. We were able to add Ja Morant, but I forgot to re-sign UD, so I forced a trade to get him back to the team, and now we've got a dynamic duo, Udonis Haslem and Ja Morant. I upped UD back to a 99 overall because he's played a couple years and I haven't upgraded him, and Ja Morant had a great season, so did Udonis Haslem, and now we're headed to the playoffs. We were able to make it in as a 4 seed, and against the Milwaukee Bucks, we win in 5. Now we've got the 1 seeded Pacers, and they get off to a 3-0 start, and we weren't able to make that comeback. Ja and UD left it all out on the floor in these playoffs, but it just wasn't enough, and Udonis Haslem Haslem decides to call it quits. He does add a couple of accolades as a result of his increased overall. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe.